Today on No Pillz, Gen Z's work ethic. Gen Z is so lazy. Gen Z is so entitled. Gen Z is aging like milk. Gen Z is the dumbest generation. Gen Z is quiet quitting. Gen Z is having a mental breakdown because they're having to work 9-to-5 jobs. Gen Z doesn't believe in God. Gen Z can't afford a house. Gen Zers can't afford rent. Gen Zers are broke. Gen Z is the most undateable generation. Gen Z is the softest generation. Gen Z is slowly giving up. Gen Z, I'm here for you. I'm gonna help you out today. You're now listening to the No Pillz podcast, your best resource for cultivating meaningful, healthy, long-lasting, romantic relationships that bloom into strong marriages. Welcome to No Pillz. Welcome to No Pillz. That's with a Z. Love fully scripted. We back, beloved. We're back. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with Brother Gordon. G-Man, your man, God's man, Brother Gordon. Welcome to No Pillz, friends. No blue pills, no red pills, just that truth pill. Yes. Oh, today, I got online, typed in Gen Z, and boy, you guys are doing bad, man. I don't know if it's all true or if you folks are just receiving a little bit of hate. I don't know what to make of it. I have some opinions, maybe some thoughts, but man, I mean, if I was a Gen Zer and I got online and looked up anything Gen Z and got back the plethora of negative comments and observations about my generation, I mean, I might be giving up too. I'm just gonna be honest, beloved. I mean, it's just all over the place. It's just like they're soft, they're quiet quitting, the dumbest generation, aging like milk, like spoiled milk. I mean, this is so lazy, too lazy, weak, afraid. I mean, just wow. What's going on? Like, what's happening? What's happened? Gen Z, is it too late? Has the ship sailed? Have we left the harbor? Has it been undocked? Is there no return for your generation? Is all lost? Beloved, I want to submit to you today that there is hope. Hope, lights at the end of the tunnel. You're gonna have to put in some work. You're gonna have to get on my program. You're gonna have to get on my plan. Okay? Now, I noticed here that you find folks don't believe in God. Well, listen, my solution is gonna involve the man upstairs. All right. So just letting you know now, if you need to scroll on by and, unlike, unfollow, you know how you guys do. It's, hey, to each his own. But for those of you who actually want to get some help with your current situation, because it's all over the place. You guys are a mess. You're like a dirty room, man. It's just stuff thrown everywhere. It's like, just blow. It's terrible. All right. So I'm gonna hit you with the analogy of all analogies that you should be aware of if you've been here before. But for those visiting for the first time, listen, friends, your life, your relationship life, all your relationships, all romantic or otherwise, you can liken them to a vehicle, a car. All right. Stick with me, Gen Z. I'm taking you somewhere. Pun intended. All right. That car comes with an owner's manual. Okay. Tells you when you should get oil changes, when you should get checkups, routine maintenance, so that vehicle can function at top peak performance. Stay with me. That owner's manual comes from the manufacturer. You did not create yourself. You are not an accident. You do not appear out of thin air from nothing. I would like to submit to you that your very body, your very existence, the very systems, the organization that is within your frame is evidence of a designer. And I want to submit to you also that designer left us an owner's manual so that you could operate your vehicle at peak performance. That owner's manual is the Bible. That manufacturer is God. And friend, young person, with a list like this, from a little search, I'm concerned about your mental health at this point. Just from hearing this, just from reading this, I'm concerned about you. Like, from your perspective, if this is, I don't know if I found anything positive. I don't, Lord have mercy to every other generation that is here presently. I don't know if I saw anything positive in regards to my 20-year-olds. This is kind of depressing. I'm just going to be honest. So we've got to clear the space. We got to give you guys some light, some hope. This is terrible. All right, listen. Man, goodness, I'm feeling bad for you. All right, let's just start at home. Let's start at home base, all right? American Survey Center says this, Gen Zers. Compared to previous generations, Gen Zers are far more likely to have been raised in single-parent households. I'm coming from one of those. I'm coming from a broken home. All right, so we can relate. We can relate. We're vibing right now. We're vibing. All right. And there's all this negative fallout, potential negative fallout, more likely thans that come along with being raised in a single family household, be involved in criminal activity, violence, more likely to. So you've already got that working against you. All right. And, who raised you? Who raised the Gen Zers? I'm looking for you. We're looking for you. I know Gen Z, you got to take, accountability for yourself. But man, I think it was Gen X, right? Isn't it Gen X? They gave birth to you fine folks. All right, Gen X. This is all this negative stuff that's being said about Gen Z. I'm just like, who raised them? Where their parents at? Let's get talking to them. Have them call me, call in. Let's have a little chat, little chit chat. Okay. My first bit of advice for you. My first bit of clarification for you. Okay. Genesis 1:27 says this. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. I'm being dead serious when I communicate to you, my Gen Z folk, my friends. I'm your big brother today, all right? Okay? I don't know if I'm old enough to be called Unc, but I'm your big brother today, all right? A man is an adult male. A female is an adult woman, period. You are made in the image and likeness of God, period. Gotta absorb that. Let that sink into your mental, sink into your spirit. Get that truth in you to help just rectify, clarify the abundance of confusion that has poured in and over your generation. Dig me. Stick with me. All right? We got to start at the foundation with just identity, who you are, who you've been created to be. Not an accident, not an experiment, didn't appear out of thin air. Here with intention, purpose, and design. And by design, friend. Come on, Gen Zers. I know you're into the new age. I know you're into the astrology and you want the stars to tell you and you're into the vibes. I know. Oh. You don't want to be offended and you want everything to go your way. I know. But the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. You are under attack, Gen Z. Have you really given up? You have been bombarded by attacks from the enemy of God, from the enemy of heaven, the enemy of your souls. You have been attacked. You are being attacked. You are continuing to be attacked. You are at war, but I don't think you guys realize you're at war. You're at war and you've kind of partnered with your captor. Little Stockholm syndrome going on. You've partnered with your captor. And the people that can help you, that want to help you, you're fighting against us. Media. You guys are jacked up, man, because of this media, man. Yeah, man. Popular culture's got y'all jacked up. All type of messed up in all type of ways. What you got going on these phones, on these devices, the things you're watching and listening to, got y'all jacked up. Popular culture, mainstream media wants all the men, all the males of your generation to be effeminate, to be females, to be girls. And they want all the girls of your generation to be masculine, to be men. Listen, when I think about just the depression, the anxiety that my 20-year-olds are telling me they're going through, it's like, well, right there, you're already being confused from the onset where you're being made to not even feel comfortable in your own skin. And listen, this is intentional. This is planned, Gen Z. Planned. Because when you compare previous generations, there's a spike in your generation of this level of confusion and wanting to. Matter of fact, it was a Time, was it a Time magazine article? Yeah, it's at time.com. How Gen Z changed its views on gender. I disagree. That should read how Gen Z was influenced to change its views on gender. Talk to me. Come on, Gen Z. Like, come on. It's in everything. You're inundated with it. Come on, be honest with me. Let's have a real discussion, you and me. Come on, let's be real. The music you listen to. Come on, what's the music you're listening to? What are some of the artists? What are the genres? I know you guys listen to everything. Okay, what are some of the genres? You in the hip hop? Okay, pop, R&B, alternative rock, electronic music. Okay, who are some of the artists you're listening to? All right. All I have to do is put the word little in front of it, and it'll be little somebody. Okay, you listen to the Billie Eilishes. Okay. Yeah? All right. Who else you listening to? You listen to the Billie Eilish, the little Nas, the little Nas X's. You listen to, who else you listen to? You listening to little who? Who's another little person? You got Polo G. Yeah. 21 Savage, Travis Scott. Come on, Ariana Grande. Come on, who else you listening to? Come on. Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber. Come on, BTS. All right. You're getting your music off of TikTok, off of social media, Instagram. Oh, we're going to dig into all this. Hold on, friends. I'm asking the Gen Z listener right now to just be honest and think about all the artists that you listen to. Think about all the music you're watching, that you're listening to, all the videos you're watching, and what you're allowing to enter into your mind, okay? Everybody's a preacher. The only question is what the sermon's about. So you're receiving some type of news into your mind, okay? Some type of ideology is being poured into you, whether you realize it or not. All right. So I just want you to be honest with me. Just walk me here. You think about everything you're taking in and think about the influence, how those individuals, how they behave, how do they dress? How do they talk? What are their political views? What are their relationships like? What do they eat? What are they involved in? And then look at your life. Come on. And let me know if there's any parallels. Some of the artists I mentioned just now, okay, just some of the artists I mentioned, right? I didn't mention all of them that I could have mentioned. There's 33 rappers with the prefix little in the front of their name. Okay, that's crazy. All right, 33 of them. All right, think about the influence and how these folks are living and how it's impacting you. Are the men painting their nails? Are the men dyeing their hair? Are they all tatted up? Are the men wearing dresses? Are the men wearing purses? Are the men effeminate? Are the women you listen to artists, are they masculine? Are they tatted up? Are they feminists? Are they against men? Do they hate men? Are they running around naked? Are they giving themselves away, selling themselves, running around naked all the time? Then think about you and be honest with me. Are you being influenced by what you're seeing? By beholding, you become changed. So just be honest with me. Was it your idea to get the sleeve tattoo? Did that just pop into your mind, or did you see someone else with it? Was it your idea to pierce your ears the way you have, or did you see it? Was it your idea to just put on a dress, or did you behold it in another person? Was it your idea to be in rebellion to leadership and so forth, or was it in the music you were listening to, in the culture you're a part of? Are you really your own independent person, or are you really just a cookie cut out of the cookie sheet with the cookie cutter? Are you really your own person? Or has someone designed who they want you to be? Have they created you into a consumer for them? Come on, my 20-year-olds, talk to me. Think about it. I mean, I was there. You got to have a strong mind to do your own thing and not be taken by the crowd. Just process what I'm saying to you. Think about the young people that you relate to and that you're around, especially in popular culture, and if they have not been influencing how you dress, how you talk, what you eat, what you drink. Do you like Starbucks because of them? Do you not like this because, Are you just riding a trend your whole life? Is your whole life does your whole life boil down to being a trend, chasing the trends? Is that your whole life? Just a trend chaser? A trend chaser? Is that your whole life, young person? Just a trend chaser? Is that it? Say that 10 times fast. Trend chaser. Is that all you are? You think you have your own mind. You think you're independent. You think you're raging against the machine, but all you are is just another cog in the wheel. All you are, you're just plugged into the matrix and you don't even know it. But you think you're free. You think that no. Do what thou wilt. I've got it going on. What's going good for Gen Z, friends? What's going good for Gen Z? What's going good? Can't afford rent. Can't afford a house. Depressed. Ready to give up. Nothing going on with can't work. We got learning disabilities. Can't read, can't write. Being accused of being lazy. Fed up. I mean, you're so young and you're already fed up with a system that's been in place for so much longer than you were born. And it's like you've got to know and learn how to survive here without your parents. Come on. Without your friends. Without chasing trends. In Deuteronomy 22, verse 5, I want to read something to you, my young friend. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. She shall not wear men's clothing. Neither shall a man put on woman's clothing. For all that do so are an abomination unto Yahweh thy God. This is to protect and guard your mind. Deuteronomy 22, verse 5. This is to guard your heart. This is to prevent you from being confused. But you're growing up in the generation now when you've got people cross-dressing, men cross-dressing, going to read children's books to children. You are under attack. You don't know what's up. You don't know what's down. You don't know what's right and what's wrong. No God, no morals. Where's it? Just everybody's doing whatever they want and they're miserable, unhappy, broken, on meds, alcohol, drinking, smoking, just jacked up. I mean, just stop for a minute, step back and look at your generation and say, hey, how's it going for us? How are we doing physically, emotionally, spiritually? We're aging bad. We're feeling bad. We're thinking bad. We can't deal with life. What's wrong? What's missing? Let me play you a video, something else Gen Zs are dealing with. Let me roll the tape for you. All right, now as I roll, now remember everything I said that popular culture and media is putting on you and who they want you to be and how they want you to be confused. Okay, and let me show you another thing that Gen Zers are dealing with today. Roll the tape.
Why is everybody saying Gen Z is going to get drafted? Like, no the fuck we're not. And you know why I know that? Because we're just going to say no. Like, how are they going to actually force us to get up and go to war? I understand it was like that in like the 1940s. What else is there to do in 1940 besides shoot people? We have things to do nowadays. We have twerk, be bisexual, eat hot chip, lie. And we're also like really mentally ill. I have like 6 of these. What makes you think I'm qualified to have a gun? Like within 600 feet of anybody, including myself. And finally, like guns are like so tacky. Like, can you imagine just like pulling up with a gun? Like that is so fucking embarrassing. Like, what is this? The Revolutionary fucking War? No. Like, let's just chat. Let's just talk. There's no need for all the like, no. No. It's not gonna happen, don't worry.
Now, Gen Z, let me know, is this satire or is this real? And there's always some truth in satire, no? Let me roll another one for you.
Congratulations, sir. You've been drafted to World War III. Sir, you have been drafted to World War III.
I heard you the first time.
Okay, pack your bags. We're going to Russia.
What if I don't want to go?
What do you mean you don't want to go?
What Russia do to me? That sounds like a you problem.
If you don't fight, you're going to jail for 30 years for band evasion.
Free meals, a bed to sleep in, and no bills? Sign me up.
Are you really not going to fight for your country?
I be fighting this country every day. I fight the water bill, my phone bill. I be fighting my bank account from going in the negative.
Oh, there's some truth here, friends. All right, let's roll one more.
I'm even saying, hey, we'd rather go to prison for 5 years, get free food, have our clothing taken care of, rather than being shot at in a war zone. Watch this, Gen Zer.
So 5 years of rent-free living, free food, and no responsibilities versus being immediately obliterated by an AK-47 the moment I set foot on that battlefield. Do I look like somebody who the authorities are going to be chasing after, hunting down because they need me? They need me to grab an assault weapon and go try to save people's lives? Are you kidding me? Talk about a liability. Go find those people who are so pro Second Amendment and wear freaking American flag thongs and all that. Go find them. They have a concealed carry anyway. They know what they're doing. They've done the classes. You don't want me fighting for this country. I promise you that. And you know it's true.
Okay, those people who are pro Second Amendment and wear MAGA hats didn't vote for Joe Biden.
So I have no political affiliations, and I'm not pro-war. I would love for there not to be war or the need for war on this green earth of ours. But we do live in a very evil world. And let me show you what I mean before I give any more comment or feedback on our Gen Zers saying, man, we're not going to war. All right, Gen Zers, I know you want to live in a world where there's all peace, rainbows, and butterflies.
Survived a home invasion robbery.
We just got home from a date and I was pretty tired and I was just scrolling through my phone, halfway watching the documentary.
We went out and did one of those escape rooms, so we were pretty tuckered out from that, ready to relax.
And then I just hear a loud bang and the door flies open.
I've got a couple of roommates that live downstairs, so having people come in and out at all hours of the night isn't super odd, but I kind of noticed him and I did a double take.
Sit down, boys, right now.
I just didn't know what was happening at first. I was just in shock.
The intruder orders Caspian to take a seat. Then he turns his attention and his shotgun toward Caspian's fiancée on the couch.
I definitely feared for my life whenever I saw that shotgun pointed at me. I've never been in a situation where a loaded gun was pointed at my face, and it was a shock and kind of my life flashed before my eyes.
Don't you think we want to be around? We have to. I don't know.
All right, Gen Z. Listen, I know the world you and I would like to live in, but this is the real world that we live in. I am not pro-war. I'm not saying we should be going over dealing with other people's business and getting other people's problems, but we live in an evil world with evil people. And as men, Gen Z, my young boys, I'm talking to you. We've been called to provide, to protect, right? To be priests, providers, protectors of our homes. It may come down to this. So I would hope, man, let's talk about this. If you take a man and you turn him into a woman, you make him soft, you make him weak, then what happens when the intruder comes to the door, right? Yeshua said, you must first bind a strong man before you can have access to his home and his family, his children, and his goods. You must first bind him, make him small. Listen, you are being targeted to be made weak so you can't defend yourself. If we're all soft and frail and afraid of everything and I want to just be doing what did he say? I want to just be twerking. Twerking. It's a guy coming through your front door with a shotgun loaded. What are you going to do? Twerk him to death? Twerk him away? Twerk, 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 twerk. Oh, let's do a TikTok. You going to tell the armed gunman, the robber, hey man, let me put you on my social. Hold on, let me put you on the gram. Let me get you on my Twitter. Let me get you on my Snap. let me get you on my Snap, man. We need men. Come on, Gen Z. We need men. Let me show you what I mean. Whew, Gen Z, let me talk to you today. Come on, Gen Z. Wake up. Come to reality. Come back to reality. You've gotten away from reality, my friends. This is the real world we live in. This is it. This is what it looks like. Want to let you see with some old school Gen Zers. They weren't Gen Zers. I want to show you what some 20-year-olds look back in 1946. I want to show you what somebody in their 20s looked like back in 1946.
The logging of California's giant redwood trees is a big job.
Big job.
The topper will cut off the top and the tree will be rigged with cables and pulleys.
Please watch this.
For most people, a job like this would seem too dangerous. But then logging is a hard and dangerous work. And these men take pride in their strength and courage. They are the men who fell the trees and get the logs out of the wood so that we may have lumber, for houses, for furniture, for the 1,000 uses of wood. And all in his day's work, over goes the top of this tree.
Oh my goodness.
The job of logging is well underway.
This man climbed this tree and cut that redwood down with a axe, a manual axe. No gasoline. No gasoline. Oh, friends, it's just, it's wild. It's wild what these guys are doing. It's crazy. Out of control. Out of control.
To live even through forest fires. So when the axes, the wedges, and the saws bring it down, the lumber will last for many, many years. That is why it is very valuable as lumber. Insects and fungi do not hurt it, and it actually resists fire. So the saws keep working and the axemen bring the tree down, figuring the fall carefully so as not to hit other trees and splinter the wood. When the cutting is finished, the men get away fast from the base of the tree as it falls. For sometimes trees twist or fall in a way not expected.
And so it is with life. Sometimes life falls and twists in ways unexpected. Come on, Gen Z. We've got a man up, beloved. Come on. Get your pronouns together. He, him. She, her. Let's go. Like let's get it right, friends. This is the real world we're living in. Real things happen. Think about all that's being said about your generation online. And when it comes to relationships, you're definitely not doing any better. It's like, nah, we're not even, like, we're done, like, dating almost. Like, we don't even know what we're going to do. Like, this is the worst generation for dating. Like, why is that the case? Because everything that's being pumped into your mind is foolishness. It's to destroy the nuclear family. On one side, you're being told, hey, man, sleep around. Be engaged in hookup culture. Don't get married. You'll only get hurt. It doesn't make any sense. There's no God. Date a man who makes enough money so you can just get money from him. Oh, don't date. Just be an OnlyFans model. Be in sex work. Use all your good years to make a whole bunch of money, and then you'll find some man who, after you've been with half of the world, he'll want to be with you and take you seriously. That's a good plan. No, it's not. Oh, it's okay if he cheats on me. He makes enough money to cheat on me. He has enough status to cheat on me. And you guys are drinking this down like water. Gen Z, wake up. Open your eyes. You're being poisoned, man. The well is poisoned. You need to drink from pure springs, the water of life. Huh? You need to be covered in the pure, redeeming blood that flows from the veins of Prince Emmanuel. You are being attacked by the enemy. You're being raised amidst a culture that does not value intimacy. And and it's so sad that you've also been brought up and grown in a cesspool of pornography. In a cesspool of pornography. So that you don't even know how to interact, how to have love, how to have true affection. When everything about you is just about, everything that's around you has been telling you, the music you listen to, the podcast you listen to, the TikToks you watch, the ideas that are being, hey man, the sitcoms on television that are now on, oh my goodness, that are now on Netflix, the Netflix shows that you watch, the series that you watch, all of it, attacking family, attacking, like you don't need it. Yes, you do. Look at the condition you're in. Look at the condition you jokingly, supposedly satire. Look at all these meds I'm on. I'm effeminate. I'm a boy, but I'm effeminate. I'm on meds. I'm weak. I can't hold a gun. I couldn't protect my household if I had to. Nothing funny about that. I'm not laughing. It's a sad state for a generation to be in. But will you take the solution? Your education systems you've been involved in. Okay? Let me read you something. Let me go over here. Website's called Real Clear Education, the undermining of feminism at top universities. I'm only going to read the first line here. The college campus used to be a hotbed of feminism in the center of the right for women's rights. I want you to know that even your education has been planned for you. You didn't go to school to learn how to be your own boss, how to be independent. No, you were educated to be a worker bee, or to be a feminist. That's it. And so maybe the ideas that you're having, you may think they're your own. You may think, oh no, I want to dress like this. I want to look this way. No, you're going with the crowd. You've got the same pair of Jordans on that the other million people do. You've got the same tattoos that the other million people do. You're in the same broken relations as the other million people around you. You got the same purple hair, blue hair, piercings. You're doing the same astrology that everyone else around you is doing. You are not breaking the mold. You are not a trendsetter. You have been programmed and brainwashed. You have fallen in love with your captor, and you don't know. Gen Z, listen, the solution is to follow the owner's manual. You want to better your situation in a world that's not going to get any better? You need to follow the owner's manual. You got to get back to the basics. You got to understand what makes you tick, what makes you function at a healthy mental, physical, spiritual level. Stick around, man. Don't leave. I'm Gordon McGee. This is No Pillz, Love Fully Scripted. I'm signing off, and I'll catch you next week, Gen Z.